What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another live stream. If you are new, my name is Zach. This is Real Deal Futures. Before we hop on to the charts on this beautiful December 1st, damn, December 1st, man. I was saying it in chat. I know it's December 1st, but crazy we're at the last month of the year already. Make sure you read what's on the screen. Trading is risky. Most traders do lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. I do not provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Make sure you always do your own research. Make your own trading decisions as I throw my headphones in. Also, make sure you read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, code RDF, Bookmap, and others. Guys, if you can't see or hear me clearly or anything like that, please let me know. Had to adjust a bunch of stuff again. Coming back to the home base location, at least for now. You guys going to be seeing this background behind me change pretty soon. I got some cool stuff in the works. But please let me know if the volume sounds okay. The audio's good. I think you can see me. Settings look good. Looks like we're streaming in HD across YouTube, Kick, and X. If you are looking for socials, I'm Real Deal Zach across everything. I'm going to go ahead and throw these in chat in YouTube. This way you guys can grab it. I'll throw it in Kick. This way you guys can grab it there just in case. But yeah, let me know. Sometimes I get like feedback. I don't realize like something's looping or playing on one screen or another. Let's see. Morning, good morning, everybody. Wolf, Terrier, what's up? Paul, what's up? Maz Harlow, yeah, your names are all still crazy. Tom, Adam, Dwayne, good morning, good afternoon from Germany. Sir Lunchalot, what's up? Andrew Baggs, good morning. Made some great trades in the DAX Euro, nice. Jamie, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Mike Z, what's up? Redbeard. Blue Water Cruiser. Oh, we got everybody on this morning. What's up, man? Good morning. If you want a good morning shout out from me, I try to say good morning to everybody. What's going on? All good. Let's go. Good morning. I missed the Thanksgiving week giveaways. Mike, don't worry. Plot twist. We got more giveaways. We're giving giveaways away all day. Is there any way I can work for you? No, Rocker. Not looking for anybody to work for me. But you can work for me right now for free by letting me know if you can hear me and see me clearly. And I will give you a high five, a virtual high five. You are now my favorite live trading show, mate. Mike Z says, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Man. If you guys are new, I'm here live every damn day. 9:15 a.m. What's up, Slothfather? What's up, iOS fanboy? What's up to the peeps on Kick? Real Chef Trades. What's up? X, you guys never say good morning. Oh, somebody said good morning. Hold on. Somebody said something. What's up? What's up, the one person on X that said something? What's happening, guys? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you guys being here. We're back. We're back in action here. Coming into the last month of the year. Gonna keep it cool, keep it calm, collected. See if we can't have this nice December run. Let's talk about the markets, chat. Let's talk about the markets. Again, yeah, everything looks good. Nighttime for you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Yeah, audio looks good. Looks a little bit low, but I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Also, just as like a quick heads up, I'm gonna try to run this like no copyright background music today. It's gonna loop because YouTube is on a scary ban everybody thing right now with their like new AI stuff. So I'm kind of spooked. I might not run any music at all. Because even though I run copyright free stuff, or I try to at least, it's still coming back as like copyright strike stuff. So I'm going to run this one today and see if like anything comes back on it. And if it does, I'm not going to run anything tomorrow. Just so you guys know why my streams might be silent for music coming up. I want to play nice. YouTube, if you're listening, you have a great platform. Please don't take away my stuff. I really enjoy streaming with everybody on here. I've worked very hard to build it. I'm sorry that I play background music. I try not to have it be super duper silent when I'm on here. Sometimes locking in and thinking, but I will do that if I have to, if that's what we should be doing. All right. Let's hop to it, guys. Let's hop to it. Cool. All right, good morning, everybody. We are here on the Project X platform with Top 1 Futures. Now, this is going to be very short-lived. As you know, Project X is going by the wayside. Almost all firms are going over to Tradeovate. We're not going to go back through all of this. We're going to focus on the markets today. It's Cyber Monday. We got Cyber Monday deals pinned to the top. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but I want to focus on the markets off the bat. Last week was all over the place. CME not letting us all trade. Thanksgiving week, holidays, we're back in action. You know, we got a few weeks left, few good weeks left in this year before we come into Christmas week, and it's pretty much lights out until January, right? Even a few days after the new year. So we don't have that many trading days left. I want to focus up. So here we are, guys, 9:25 a.m. Eastern. We are here again looking at the Top 1 Futures pre-live account. Technically, this is a pre-live account, but a live account, 15K with Top 1 Futures on the Project X platform, the same one I've been trading with you guys day in and day out here. Been going well on it, 10 payouts deep. We're going to see if we can't keep that rolling for December. Now, taking a look at the markets, man. Taking a look at the markets. We had some selling pressure overnight, right? We know what happened over the last week here in YM. I really didn't capture the longs that I would have wanted to capture here. I got in and out a few times for very, very small profit. All the way back up. This looks like a correction incoming. This looks like we're opening up to the downside to me on this daily, weekly, monthly candle right now, and we want to catch a little bit of a correction. We did that overnight, right? We opened up right up to the downside. Wait a minute. I'm just taking a look at where my time marker is. Where's 1800 hours? Yeah, there's my 1800 hours. Yep. Opened up to the downside. Really sold off down below VWAP. We pulled back up here in pre-market, right? Late London. Or actually near London open, excuse me. Early London. Tapped VWAP. We've held below this really beautifully. And here we are before we even open up, you know, selling off to the downside. Now, this isn't super volatile. I wouldn't classify this as super duper volatile price action based on what we've seen. Sometimes I like to just grab the measurement tool. You can do it by hitting the shift button, or you can come over here to the left-hand side and click the measurement tool, and then you can drag out. And what this is going to do is give you a percent and tick and point measurement. Ticks are points here on YM. There's no smaller, quarter of a point for one tick here on the Dow Jones contract. Not super volatile, but selling off to the downside here. Before market opened up, I could tell you I knew I wanted this short. You know, we're not opened up here yet, but as we were in pre-market here, I could tell you I wanted this short. I still want it short. Overall, I'm long biased in these U.S. indices. I've reflected on that this year. I really have to become more of a bull than I have been in the past if I'm going to succeed. It's been helping me to do that. But today, for this open, I'm looking for a downside move, right? If we just take a look at what we've had for the last week and few days of data, right? Last week, it's been pretty bullish, right? I would have loved to find a way in short somewhere in here, maybe into the open, but I definitely didn't capture anything like that. A couple minutes into the open, I can tell you the first thing I'm looking at is a short, is a continuation on this to another key area of interest. I'd say all the way back down here, right? We don't have to come all the way back down below this like 26 low, but we can come back down into this candle. It just looks like it's going to play out without me. And I've been reflecting on that a lot also. These intraday moves on the indices have been really tricky. It just feels like they're not giving us the bulk of the move during NYSE session. It's not I mean just the price. Price has really just not been giving us like the bulk of the move. It's been either choppy or wicky back and forth, and then maybe right into the open or right into the close. Asia, London, we kind of get this larger movement, kind of like what we saw here, like the big sell-off, right? We didn't just chop at the open. So anyway, here we are into the open. If we start to pop to the upside, I'm going to look to aggressively short this. I'd love to find a way in short up here with a stop above this high. We are already sweeping the low. I don't think it's extremely likely that we blast through the high and then come all the way back down. I think if we sweep this low and blast through the high, I'm dead wrong. Like I often talk about in terms of being right or wrong. If we are sweeping this low here and we come all the way through this high, we go and trade, 300, 400 points higher, 350, 400 points higher. I think I'm dead wrong, and it's going to be up, a bullish day. We're going to flip this candle, daily candle bullish, and, this will have looked like a really nice buy. we'll be headed towards all-time highs and put a really long wick to the downside in, right? Could absolutely happen. Could open up December nice and bullish. I do note it is the first day of the new month, right? We want to be a little bit cautious. We want to take that into consideration. Oftentimes we have some pretty wild movements, right? Right into the close of a month, right into the beginning of a month. But for me, playing out off the open here, we're looking bearish overall. Very low time frame. Let's start higher. Extremely high time frame if we zoom way out and go to the daily, which I don't think we need to do. Very bullish, right? Overall structure out of these lows the last couple days, last week, right? Last couple weeks where we bottomed out. Bullish, right? We're continuing to push highs, right? Prior day high breaking above. Prior day's lows not getting taken out. If we look at the open today, looking pretty weak, right? We sold off right at the open. We failed to get back above VWAP. We're opening up towards the low end of the candle and breaking it, right into the open, breaking the prior day low. We are pushing pre-market lows, right? Overnight lows right into this open. We are putting lows of the day in right here. This is looking pretty weak. Now, we got volume point of control here, so not incredibly unbalanced, like we're opening up way outside, and, this is making the case for something insane. But I could definitely see this continuing. I definitely would not mind the short up here. I think what I'm going to have to wait for is at least a way to structure risk, which I would say 200-point stop loss is about the high end of what I want to run for now with 1 mini. That's going to play out beautifully. It's going to work out beautifully to get a stop above these highs. I'd like to be really wide outside of this, but again, I think if we come from down here all the way up, I'm dead wrong getting short in here. The play is not a short if the market's going to move to the upside, and it's a sweep. It's a sell-off all the way down to prior day volume point of control. Buyers being picked up here, which could absolutely be in store right now. I'll make the exact opposite case. Like, if we're going to take off, where's the buying opportunity? Right here, right now, right? Because if we come through this low, I think you're wrong. I don't think we just sell off all day and then we turn and we come all the way back through the high, right? It's typically, there's average daily ranges, average session ranges. There's the higher time frame playing out on the lower time frames, and I think it can help to think in context of that, right? Like if we have an 800-point bullish candle put in, going into 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock on YM, right? What are the chances that it's a beautiful sell opportunity because the thing reverses and comes through the low? If you looked back on a candlestick chart, even without using like edgeful data or anything, you would notice that that almost never happens. It's probably a day where it happened, probably a few days where it happens. Not never, but almost never, right? Certain things that are a little bit more likely to happen than others give us a little bit better way to structure risks than others. That's all I'm looking to do here in the market. So I'm looking short on this. I'm going to give you guys a number here. It's going to be above these highs right here. We got a little bit of consolidation here on the 15-minute up near these highs. I'm going to say this is going to be valid 47,600 on the low end, right? I'm going to try to do better about really marking out the exact point where I say, if we don't trade up to this level, I'm not short. If we sell off from here, I don't care, right? I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself, maybe a little bit easier for you guys that are watching me. Low end of this, why, right? Peeking through this area of high volume, why 47,600, Zach, right? We're peeking through this area of high volume, right? Looking at visible range volume profile. We're coming outside of this nice area of high volume here. We're coming to the high end of this area of high volume here, right? From a couple days ago. Area of consolidation, right? Some tops in here from pre-market above VWAP. We're getting a nice crack above. I think this could be the squeeze to take out everybody that just shorted this, this sell-off. Everybody that's shorting off the low, trading for the breakout. YM loves to do that. So I'll be looking short above this, right? Above this. I don't want to be short right there. Otherwise, I would just throw a limit order and get short right there, right? So that's my level to the upside to look short. Longs on this, I think it's now, right? I think if you wanted to get long on it, this is it. Run your stop wherever you want to run your stop, somewhere below low of day, below yesterday's low. If you think we're coming back up to the high or through the high, this is your buying opportunity. Higher time frame, I don't think that's terrible. I don't think this is like terrible to make a case to the upside. I think we are likely to move either here or here. Really simply. Right, today. I think if we are going to do anything, which I think we're going to do something, we usually don't do nothing, I think we are either going here to this area of high volume, right, to this area of consolidation to come and challenge this high, or I think we're coming here, right? I think we're coming down around this candle low, this candle high, area of high volume, right? That's where I think we're going to go today, either to the upside or downside. Do I know which way? I have an indication of a way that I want to trade right off the bat based on this price action and market structure, based on the case that we're making so far, to the downside, right? All the way down here, like we mapped out off the open, but maybe we don't do that, right? Can we chop? Sure. We could just chop right in here, this area of high volume, continue to just kind of put some back and forth price action here. But I think we're either going to pop to the upside or sell off to the downside, right? We typically don't just put very, very small session ranges in here of 150, 200 points for NYSE session. We know, what normal is because the markets are never normal, but we know what plays out slightly more often than not, right? We can try to use that to our advantage. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. Short above 47,600s, long. I don't know that I'm going to catch a long. I think it's right here, right now. If you were looking long on, on this contract, if you're looking long on YM, I think this is the play, right? Maybe you wait for another test of this level and you fade this break to the downside, anticipating it fake out one more time. Maybe take everybody out right now that's trading for a long back above VWAP. If you guys watch me trade, or maybe you don't, you're new here. 15-minute chart, I'm looking for larger movements. I'm not looking to scalp in between here. I'm not looking for 5-10 point movements here on YM. We're looking for larger movements. Just my preference, just the way that I like to trade. Find that pays me better. But let's see. Sell off at the open, sweep down below the low. Do we pull back up? Give me a short entry? Maybe. Maybe with a stop loss way outside of here. That's something I would hold on to all damn day. Wouldn't mind that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Going through the rest of this, guys. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right into the open. Wanted to get through that quickly because I could see that. I could definitely see a short setup. I don't know if it gives it to me. I definitely like this short, but I'm gonna have to take it from in here. That's what I'll be looking at. Last ditch effort. If we came up here and maybe didn't crack the high and then drifted back down, which is why I would run such a wide stop loss. But I'll be looking to short this aggressively if we pop right here. Which it looks like we might. It looks like we might, chat. Let's see. Let's see. Good morning, chat. Let's scroll back up. Enzo, my cuisine rocker. What's up, guys? You take any positions today? No. Flat so far into the open with you guys. In this account and all my other accounts. Good morning, futures, fam, and peeps. Morning, RDF. What's up? No, I really haven't. You guys are talking about other live streams. That's cool. Plenty of other badass live traders for sure. Sir Lunchlot says, let's wait the first 45 minutes and then maybe it's a short for me. Sure. Yeah, nothing wrong with waiting for the market to open up. Got red folder PMI at 10. We do have red folder PMI at 10. Who said that? Riley's. We do have news coming up at 10. I've got Forex Factory opened up on the side here. Let's pull it over. 10 a.m. news, ISM manufacturing PMI. It's a red folder. I could be a problem. I could definitely be a problem. I'm going to position myself ahead of this if I get the entry. I'm going to be happy to take this one short if I get the entry coming up, but it's definitely worth noting. We have red folder news coming up. That could send us through the roof, could send us through the floor. It's something to be aware of, something to note. I typically don't like to trade through red folder news if I don't have to. It's not my not my preferred thing to do, but on a setup like this and with it being PMI, I'm not as worried about it. There's different levels of red folder news, right? There's kind of different levels of high impact news. FOMC is going to be a lot larger. CPI. Here we go, guys. About about 35 points away from where, 45 points away from where I was looking for this entry. Not quite there yet, right? I said 47,600s for a pop to the upside. We are here right at VWAP. This could be all we do. I'm looking for YN to pull that kind of overshoot wick up movement, which it often does. Just my level of entry, right? You know, why not get involved down here? It's not bad, right? But if I did that, you know, where would I really want my stop? I really want a stop loss outside of this. Again, that's allowing for a ton of room. This still could be, you know, a nice positive risk to reward trade, or even if that doesn't matter to you, a decent risk structure. I am attempting to keep my individual losses on this account, at least for now, until I really start to scale and size up. Around that $1,000 risk per trade, I prefer not to run micros if I don't have to. And if I did that, I got a stop loss inside. I'd really like it from out here. That would be beautiful. Stop loss outside this high. Allow it to come up here, dance around, really take everybody out. Still kind of show a opportunity for a move to the downside. Because I think until we get above this high, this could still be valid. We could pull all the way back up in here, whip everybody out, and then continue to the downside. Put a really nice longer wick to the upside on the daily candle without being anything too crazy, right? Push back up here, retrace, and then extend to the downside. Definitely don't mind that, but I don't want to take it from in here. I don't want to do that. Don't really want to do that. I want to take it from up here if possible. So let's see if it gives it to me. But we do have news. Important to note that. Morning crew. Whatever holiday it is. Yeah, Cyber Monday today. If you guys want to check out the Cyber Monday deals, it's the same site that I had done for the Black Friday stuff. Updated a couple things on here. There is the link. We got deals from most of the major platforms and software and prop firms that I'm paying attention to. So here we go, guys. I'm looking at this. I'm still looking at this short. Getting ready for this one. A little bit more YM. Little bit more. If you fall out of bed here, I'm not going to be in, obviously, but I'm getting ready to short this, guys. Line in the sand, 47,600s. We got to get close. 30 points is really close. 20 points is close. It's just, I'm going to be front running a level if I take it there. Let's see. This is where the patience comes in, right, guys? Got a thesis. We got an area of interest. Might be it. Might just come up here to challenge the high. Is that going to be it? I'm looking for this overshoot move. Just a little bit of a crack to the upside. 25 points, but this might be it. This might be it. Why, yeah, man. Come on, give me the risk structure. Give me the 200-point stop outside of the high. Nah, I can't do it. Nope. Gotta wait for it. Close. We might not come outside of this consolidation. We might just stay right in here. Buyers might not be able to crack this high at all. I was looking for a little bit more for this overshoot to the upside. Let's see if I have a good read, and I just am waiting to be too aggressive on the short, meaning I want it as it's pushing to the upside. If we just turn right back down through the low, this is going to be it. 9:45 a.m. 15 minutes to this red folder news. Again, I'm gonna be comfortable running into this one. We are only just back at VWAP, so this isn't anything too crazy. But again, line in the sand for me, area was looking right around that 47,600. Like I said, as we came up close to it, a little bit closer. Like, you know, if I throw an area of interest and I'm taking the trade 30, 40 points lower every time, I'm front running it. I think this might be it. But I'm going to wait patiently and see. I stick to my guns. What's up, chat? Which YouTube will fix their names? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Jack Daniels kind of morning. Maybe. Hey, sir, how are you? Good. Prop firm, I'm assuming that's PFM, is prop firm match. Stream is missing you. Yeah, I'll hop back on there for sure. Morning, Zach. Are you into creating New Year's resolutions? Yeah. I am. I don't mind setting new goals for the new year. Do you consider the expected move before you take a trade? I don't know what you mean by that question. What expected move? I don't know what that means. YouTube did something to our names. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. NQ is hilarious. ES and NQ pretty much up and down. Only Enigma. Don't mess up your funded accounts on news if you have any with news rules. For sure. What is our target for the short? Zach, patience comes easy when there's a bottle. Yeah. Purple Ninja, what's up? Wow, MQ looks surprisingly similar to MYM today. Nice. Need more than the SEC to silence my mentor and his beautiful creation. Oh God. We're back on the troll comments, I could see. If I got short on this, guys, I don't run a fixed take profit, so I don't run a fixed target level, but I could see a sell-off all the way back down towards the low here from the 26th to this area of high volume, right? To this area of price action and market structure. I could see if we're going to come outside of this, right? First off, if we just, coming back up to potentially give me an entry here, if we just came down to like peak to the outside of this, I probably wouldn't be able to catch a W on it. I would really need it to extend, but this would print, 100 some odd points lower, right? So even if we just chop, there's a good chance that I'd be out for, break even, small loss, small win. Real target on this to the downside, all the way down here, which wouldn't be a huge move, right? It wouldn't be like an insane daily candle to print, well within average ranges. We're getting close to an entry here, guys, so let me hop back over. Again, guys, I'm acknowledging that there is red folder news coming up. I'm going to run this into it. Going to look for a little bit more. Come on, give me the 47,600s. Teasing me. Let's go YM bookmap real quick. There we go. I'm taking that one here, guys. Ooh, I'm going to be right inside. I'm taking that one here, guys. Got my level hit. Got my area of interest hit today for a short play. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that one right here. The price I got was 47,590s. Started to catch a little bit of sellers here. I wanted to watch. I always like to watch. I don't like to get entered with limit orders. Sometimes join bid and join ask because Project X can be a little bit dicey with slippage. But long story short, I am short from 47,590. If you don't know why I'm short, you can rewatch the first 30 minutes of this because I've repeated myself 100 times. Here comes the heavy breath with structuring this trade now. Yeah, I'm not going to I'm really not going to want to exceed this. This would be clean, but this is really wide. This is like really wide. I don't know that I need to take 250 points against me to let me know that I'm wrong. I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to come right to the high, right, guys? I think we are much less likely to come up here and then come all the way down through. Like, can that happen? Can we do this? Sure, we can. I don't think that's as likely than anything within here, right? Anything within here, even just dancing up here a little bit the way that we are right now. But I'd really like to see a rejection right up here for continuation lower. If I'm dead wrong, if this news just pops to the upside, we come through the high, I think we're continuing, right? If we do this, we start to do this, I think we're headed to the upside, right? I think this would be the low that gets put in for the day, and we pop to the upside. We form a nice big bullish candle. So I'm going to be okay with this one. Could have got a little bit better of an entry on this. Had I just been a little bit cleaner with my entry, with my smashing the sell button. But anyway, happy with this one. Something I want to take every day. It's not a sweep of pre-market highs, right? Being all the way up here. It's not a sweep of prior day high or anything like that. More of a continuation, right? More of a continuation style trade, although somewhat aggressive as we are coming back up to the upside. So got about 9 minutes, 8.5 minutes to red folder news. Definitely something to be cautious of, guys. Like I said, I'm acknowledging I'm running this one into red folder news. I'm aware of red folder news coming. I wanted this entry point, want my area of interest. If it gets invalidated on news, it's invalidated, I'm out. But it's something to be cautious of, because you can take a really quick stop out. You can take a really gnarly, you can get slipped. You know, you definitely get slipped here on Project X. But I'm looking this to the downside. We talked about targets. I'd say somewhere down here. Somewhere all the way down in here. That would be really, really, really nice. I don't know that I'd want to hold it all the way for a really, really, really big sell-off all the way down here. But something like this, something like that would be pretty sweet. That would be really, really clean. But anywhere right down in here. Just a tap down around these 47,300s to 250s. Something like that. So far, no reaction just yet. Trading right off the rip, 50 points higher, all the way to the 650s. No reaction off of the 600s, looking pretty strong. Going to hold my trade. Put my trades on without reservation or hesitation. No fear, right? Arrogant confidence, but also recognizing that I have no idea what's going to happen next. Nobody does. Anybody that tells you they do is either a con artist or just not experienced enough, right? That's the paradox we have to face as traders. So let's see what the shorts got for me today. Let's see what the shorts got for me today. See what this was it PMI? This ISM manufacturing PMI has for me in 6 minutes and 50 seconds from right now. But happy to get a trade on with you guys today. More than happy to get a trade on with you. I had a very, very quiet week last week. Even the week before, as far as live trading. Had to stay patient, right? Just did not have the setups. If I don't have the setups, I won't take them. If I have a setup like I did today, had something I was looking at right into the open, an area of interest, I'm going to throw that trade on. So let's see what we got. Troll comments help. If we're talking about charts, someone's going to do something in this market and get burnt. Yeah, there you go. Just another Manic Monday, Zach. Wish it was. They're singing songs in the chat now. I like it. What's up? Gotta say morning to each other. Okay, Zach. Everyone who did something. Yeah, oh yeah, it did something. Did something now. Expect the move for the 1 day expected move for YM. Okay, yeah. So expected move as in like the range, like the average daily range, right? Or the average session range. And yes, I do take that into consideration. I take that into consideration when I'm looking for an entry, right? Am I targeting a extension or some large point movement that's well past the average daily range, right? And would I need to have the, have YM move, 1,000 points, 1,200 points before I would potentially be able to grab a target? Or am I asking for it to do something, within 500 points, 600 points, right? So yes, I do. I don't use them as aggressively as other traders use them, where they're really going to define levels, they're going to define areas of interest. I like to use it more in a contextual sense, where I say, am I entering long on a really bearish movement, and we've only printed 300 points for the day, and there's another level of interest down below. Maybe I want to be cautious because we got room to extend to the downside. Today, if I'm looking at this move to continue the downside and put in a decently large daily range, how far am I really looking for it to go? I don't care as much, again, as other traders, as for average session, average daily ranges. I like to trade to and from key areas of interest, right? This area of high volume, area of consolidation, right? Area of price action, all the way back down here, right? That's the move that I'm shooting for really today. That we come outside of this area of volume. Unfortunately, we're pushing it to the upside. It looks like we're going very quickly to the highs. This might be the move. We might be forming a daily candle to the upside here. Flip this really nice and long. Push this bad boy higher. Unfortunately, it looks like it's what we want to do today, and I'm going to get a gnarly stop out. Haven't had one this quick in a while, but I'm due for it. But that might be the move. That might be it. So yeah, daily session range, I do take into consideration average session ranges for sure. I don't think this would be anything too crazy, right? 500, 600 points to the downside before we could approach this area right here, right? If I say, well, I'm getting short here and a stop loss out here, and I know I have to be out of the market, and I want it to come all the way down here, right? How likely is that to happen based on average daily ranges, average session ranges, or an expected move, as someone in the chat called it? Not as likely as a 400 or 500 point move, right? All the way up to the 47,700s. Holding pretty damn strong. Gnarly bullish candle here. Looks like ES and NQ, take a quick look at them, are following suit. Still overall bearish on the day. All of these US indices and quite a bit of the Mag 7 holding red on the day, but getting close to flipping that. Almost 2 minutes to red folder news, guys. I would be cautious if you're not in a trade. If you're in a trade, definitely worth being aware of and deciding on the front end, right? For me, I'm in a trade. I got my stop loss at 985. I recognize the closer that we get to it, the closer that I'm going to be to get hit through red folder news, and there's a good chance of slippage, right? Not necessarily the broker or the prop firm or the platform's fault. If you hold trades through high impact, high volatile news events where spreads widen out, you are at risk of slippage, right? So I'm comfortable accepting, a couple $100 in slippage on the worst end. I think that would be a pretty decent amount here for my position size on something like this, right? Throw a like, folks. Yeah, feel free to smash the like button. Would have loved to see a rejection off of those 47,600s. We did not get that. We're trading 100 points higher right now. Let's see, coming into some news. Is this going to play nice with me or just rip my face off? We're fixing to find out. Should be fun to watch either way, guys. Happy to get a trade on with you, though. Happy to get a level hit. Happy to display that I do, in fact, actually take trades. It's not just duck races and no trade sessions. Here we go, guys. About 30 seconds to some news. Be cautious of volatility coming in right now. Let's see what the market's got for me. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Got a little bit of lag going here with Project X. Popping to the upside so far on this candle. Do we just rip through the high and go? Kind of feels like we might want to. Or can we get a gnarly rejection up here and dump this bad boy? That would be sweet, but not what we're doing so far. Definitely not what we're doing so far. Oh, let's see. Was wondering what will happen to me on Tradeovate since I have some old accounts already on my Tradeovate with the same email but from another prop firm, or the unique login will take care of that. Unique login should take care of all that. I think unique login should take care of that. How much do you risk per trade? Coming from CFDs, I was risking 1 to 2%. Is that too much with trailing drawdown? Well, it depends on your risk tolerance, what prop firm you're on, right? I don't think there's any one right or wrong answer to that question. You want to look at your max loss limit, right? If you're trading with a prop firm, and decide how much room you want to give yourself before you hit that, right? How many trades do you want to give yourself per day, per week? What is your frequency of trading, right? Do you take multiple trades a day? Are you someone like me who's, maybe 1 to 2 trades a day on the high end? Do you take 25 trades a day scalping? All that's going to come into play. There's no one right or wrong answer there, though. Next time we have NFP, a whole lot of new traders going to get a rude awakening. I feel like I'm trapped in some old 80s movie about... Nice thesis. It's the news for me that I cannot risk staying out, but wow, YM performs more of a SPY ES trader. Yeah, I like YM, man. I like YM. It moves. Doesn't always play nice with me, but I do like the movement on YM. It's just a preference. I don't think there's anything wrong with trading ES, right? Trading NQ, trading gold. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of them. I think it just comes down to your preference, right? Your preferred system, the way that you trade, the style of trader that you are. Still no trade for me. I feel you. Yeah, I'm holding this one kind of a nothing burger on news. Like we kind of didn't do anything. We cracked a little bit. Now we came right back down. Maybe we get this like late reaction, but not a whole lot yet, guys. Not a whole lot yet. So anyway, I'm holding this one just to talk about the trade management. We come back down to break even. I'm not getting out. We go right back to my stop loss. Obviously I'm out for a loss. This is going to be a hold. This is one of these trades where we moved aggressively against my position. Obviously, you could always clip your trade as soon as it goes against you. That's not really what I look to do. If we start to form like a lot of structure against my trade, we start to do something like this, then I'm more likely to go, hey, this isn't working. It's 1 p.m. It's 2 p.m. I've held the trade for hours. I'm going to get out, or it's right before FOMC. Right before MOC, I'm going to get out, something like that. But for the most part, I'm a holder. I'm going to hold all the way to a stop loss, or I'm trying to hold 2 larger wins as well. So that's my game plan, just to kind of give you the frame of reference. If we come right back down to VWAP, I'm not going to quickly close this. If we start to come back up through the high, I'm not going to close this. I like to put my trades on higher risk, right? Just kind of what we were talking about. Maybe somebody else that trades with $1,000, $1,500 daily loss limit on a prop firm live account. They're going to trade, $200, $300, $400 risk per trade, and they're going to take like 3, 4, 5 trades, right? They're going to keep trying the same move. They're going to take smaller paper cuts. I'm more of a wide stop loss, right or wrong, that's it. Larger movement, right? And that's also just preference, right? Looking at data, looking at what works for me, and trying to do a little bit more of that. So anyway, while we're letting this one play out, guys, I will be right back. All right, back in action here with you guys. See what we got going on. See what we got going on. All the way back down to entry on this one. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting now. This is going to be interesting now. Chatty chat. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what the market's got for me today. What's up? What's up, chat? Pro trader playing both sides? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Playing both sides of what? I'm only short, so I'm not playing both sides of this market today. AD Scalper, what's up, guys? What's up on Kick? Slothfather, there's still no trade. Jess, good morning. What is happening? What's happening? Welcome to the show. Waiting for the initial balance. Yep. We're going to have the 1 hour initial balance set. We've talked a lot about that. I don't like the way that this is going to be forming. The initial balance, to be completely honest, I'm going to be trading against the first statistic that goes into the initial balance. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We will talk about it. But yeah, guys, appreciate you hopping on, man. Got a handful of people here on YouTube, handful of people here on Kick, handful on X. Oh, holy shit! Excuse my language. We blew up on X today. What's going on, Twitter? Damn. Unless somebody's botting me up, we got 600 people on here for live on X. Wow. What happened? What happened, X? That's crazy, man. Share the live, guys. Let's go. 500 views hit. Let's go 1,000. Yo, if you're here on X and this is not just a bunch of bots, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here, man. That's wild. That's wild, guys. Anyway, welcome to the show. If you're new, my name is Zach. Let's do the intro. I trade live here on X, YouTube, Kick, sometimes IG, but more often not than on IG. Live, 100% free, every damn day, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. No course, no VIP, no mentorship. I don't sell anything. I yap about prop firms, software companies, data providers that I'm affiliated, partnered with, that I stand to make money from. But it's a nice mutually beneficial relationship where you don't have to buy any of that. You can hop in the free Discord, because I run a 100% free Discord also. You can hop on the live streams every day. You could watch me make or lose money. You could watch me run up to live accounts and take 10 payouts from the same one, maybe an 11th one if we can get a banger to win today. Or you could watch me lose accounts, which I've done plenty of times in the past live with you guys here for free. You could say, that guy sucks, I'm going to fade him. You could say, that guy looks like he knows what he's doing. Maybe I'm going to take something from him and apply it to my own stuff, even though this is not financial advice or a suggestion or recommendation of any kind, because I'm not a financial advisor. And trading's risky. Most traders lose money. If you trade, you're probably going to lose money. There's the quick disclaimer. No, anyway, happy to have you guys here. I'm going to throw some links in the chat, man. Just if you guys want to hop in the 100% free trading Discord. YouTube's been a little bit dicey, man. A little bit sketchy. YouTube and YouTube AIs. If you're listening, I love you. Please don't hurt me and take down my channel. But a whole lot of people have been getting like banned and, accounts restricted and stuff like that. So if you want to stay up, I'm not going anywhere. Whatever happens. We got a ton of different platforms to stream and trade on. I have a 100% free Discord. It is a Whoop link. I don't sell anything on WAP or Whoop or whatever, however you pronounce that. I just use it to try to keep the scammers out. In the chat on YouTube and in the comments on the live stream. If you guys want to hop in the 100% free trading community, just in case something happens on any of these streaming platforms, you guys want to still get giveaways, because we give away accounts almost every day on here, and we're going to give one away today. Plot twist, we're giving more out. It's Cyber Monday. We're giving out accounts, instant funded accounts. Feel free to hop in. I'm going to throw it on YouTube and Kick right now also. But that's crazy, dude. It's still growing. That's insane. Absolutely insane, man. Stream's doing well. Stream's doing well today. Appreciate you guys for hopping on. I really do. Absolutely insane. That's a new high watermark for sure. For sure. Sloth Father says, get off X, come over to kick. I want to go long. It's ES, pullbacks are bloody. Yeah, we'll talk about this, guys. I'm going to talk about this, what's happening right now. Pulling back, decision-making time. We got to come through this low. If we find buyers here, come back through this high, I'm absolutely cooked on this short. I'm going to acknowledge that right now. I'm not closing it, right? Like I said before, we come back down to break even, right into profit. I'm not going to close it for a quick win. I think that's a trash way to trade. Personally, for me, it ends up in a lot of full losses and a lot of tiny wins. Really high win rate, really negative risk to reward. Holding on to this bad boy. But this is decision-making time, right? If we do this and we start to come back up here, that's going to look like really clean structure to the upside, right? It's going to make the case that we don't want to come lower. We're potentially be breaking initial balance to the upside. It's going to look ugly. I want to see this come to the downside, like now. I would love to see this come through the low. I'd love to survive this really gnarly pullback, this clean out move. Not a really beautiful entry, but I'd love to survive it with my nice wide-ass stop loss and see us come down through this low, or even see initial balance set within the next 15 minutes here, and then come down and break that IB low. Really clean move to the downside. We could definitely be seeing this take off. Do we have to do that? No, absolutely not. We can come right back through the high. So I think there's going to be buyers here, right? I think we're going to run into some support right at VWAP, right? We broke above really aggressively. We're returned to VWAP. You know, we're coming back down to this area of high volume. We're likely to find some buyers here to put up a fight. Are they going to win that fight and bring it right through the highs? Maybe. They're going to give it up. Seller's going to take this bad boy lower, and we're going to dump it? Maybe. We'll find out. Find out live together. Anyway, appreciate you guys hopping on. Crazy, man. We're still growing on X. That's wild, man. I gotta be hyped up when it happens. That's crazy, man. Really crazy. There's only one live stream that's got more from out of all the people that I follow right now, on X. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Sometimes it's people that, like, I don't know who would bot up my stream on purpose, but could definitely be bots, because that's way more than an average amount that I have. But I don't know, man. I've been doing a whole lot more on X, been running some giveaways, been having some fun. So who knows? And we got a bunch of people in the chat talking and stuff. Crazy. What's up, guys? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. If you're on X, not to take you off X and X algorithm, if you're listening, X is cool. I don't want beef with anybody, man. Don't mess me up. Don't mess up all the communities. But if you want, I stream live on YouTube and Kick also. Real Deal Zach on Kick, Real Deal Zach on X, on IG, and Real Deal Futures on YouTube. Crazy to see, though, man. Absolutely insane. Concurrent across all of these. We're approaching we're over like 700. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Discord as well. 100% free trading Discord. I threw that one in. So yeah, guys, just talk about this trade, right? Got short for continuation to the downside. Since we got people on here, I'll frame it again. I'm a discretionary trader based on price action, volume, a little bit of order flow, but I don't consider myself the order flow expert or order flow trader. I was looking for this sell-off to continue, right? We sold off into the open. We stayed below VWAP. We sold off right into NYSE open. I'm at the open of the day, and then right into NYSE open. We popped back up here. I would have liked to see seller step in, obviously, right where I entered, right? So you never have to take any heat. Who doesn't love to top tick and bottom tick things? But invalidation point was all the way back up here and really through this high, all the way back up to this high, right? Rejection, got short into news on this one, into red folder news. We really didn't have a lot of rejection on that news or movement at all. Here we are coming into that 10:30 time frame. We're past 10:15 now. Coming into that 10:30 time frame, all the way back down to this area of high volume, all the way back down to VWAP, right? So decision-making point. So far, we got to move to the downside, move to the upside, right back down to the middle ground. Like really, near the 50% of this move so far. Where do we go from here, right? Do we just pull back down and then blast off through the upside? If we come back through this high, I'm obviously not going to like the trade so much. I'm not somebody to move my invalidation point here. I would allow it to come all the way back up here, fake everybody out one more time, stop everybody out that's getting short right here. I'm happy that we didn't get really, really close to my stop loss. So I do have, what is this? Probably, 60 some odd points of breathing room. But a decision-making point, right? I think if we come all the way back down through these lows, we're making a decision, right? We're making a decision to fill out this daily candle to the downside to make this a bearish day, right? Maybe continue a little bit lower. Maybe we just chop here and kind of just put a daily candle like this in, right? We get a red close. If we come all the way back up, right, through the highs that we put in here on the lower time frames, back up towards this daily high, what are we doing? It looks like we're making a decision to close this out as a green day, right? To put a really nice long wick to the downside and start to push this bad boy higher. Less likely as we continue lower right now, but still could certainly happen, right? Still could certainly happen. But there's, key areas of interest on the chart. For me, areas of high volume, right? Key areas of high volume that we're going to move to and from and then go above and below, right? So, yeah, targets to the downside. I would hang on to this one, guys. I'm going to say if I got out below, let's say like the 320, above the 325s, the 47,300s, I'd probably not be doing my job really well. I'd really want to hold at least all the way down in here towards the top end of this consolidation where we took off from here. And what is that? Yeah, 325s, right? Value area low from the 25th. Do I have to hold all the way down for a huge movement? No, not really. But I'd like to hold my winners a little bit longer, right? Who wouldn't? So I'd say first spot to the downside that I'd be looking for potential buyers to step in and try to bring this thing back up. If we broke the low, if we continued lower, because we could not do any of that. We turn right back around from here, head to the upside. We could chop around. But if we broke the low, what target would I be looking at to the downside? Somewhere down in here, right? At the low end. At the low end. We started to really take off to the downside. Maybe it's all the way down in here. But I don't like to run a fixed take profit. I like to cap my downside and leave my upside uncapped. It also helps me just apply my discretion. I find that if I run a fixed take profit, oftentimes I get set in my ways. I want to hold it and I get greedy. Maybe there's a zone that starts to form 5 points above that and I don't want to take profit. I prefer just not to run one. It hasn't happened while I've been trading live with you guys as of recently. It's happened plenty of times in the past, but every once in a while, also benefit of not running a fixed take profit if you don't have a consistency rule account, which I do not have a consistency rule in this account, like in a live account. By not running a fixed take profit, all of a sudden, maybe Trump starts talking about China. I don't want to jinx it. Somebody starts saying something that's, the market perceives as negative and price, prints lower. You could catch a really nice knife, right? You're not always quick enough, or you don't always hold it all the way through. But I've done that in the past a lot, trading on higher time frames, especially in the Forex market, where had I just not had to take profit, price in the blink of an eye printed, 100 points past it, 200 points past it. And I'd be like, even if I closed as soon as I saw that happen, I would have captured, another, couple $100 worth of profit. That's not the whole reason for it. It's mainly allowing myself a discretionary close, acknowledging and being honest with, myself and you guys that I don't have a fixed take profit. I don't have a fixed spot where I am looking to close. I attempt to make my winners larger than my losers. If possible, I would like it to be that way. It does not always end up that way. Very frequently, it's a small win. It's a break even. It's a small loss, right? Not a full stop out. But the goal for all of us should be some combination of win rate and risk to reward that provides a positive expectancy. Plot twist. We're all up against the same thing. Increase your win rate past the natural break even point. For me, I run pretty balanced, just a little bit positive on risk to reward, just a little bit positive on win rate over a large sample size. I start to get things skewed, like in this account, I'm running a super high win rate. I'm running a win rate that is way outside of what I will have on average, and my risk to reward is lower. It's almost always coincides that way over a decent sample size. But when I see a skew like that, I've talked about that since we're talking about trade management here, I try to adjust. I try to recognize that's indicating that you're closing your winners too quickly. that you're taking too small of profits, you're taking too many wins, you're not allowing trades to potentially come back on you and generate a little bit lower win rate, and you're not capitalizing enough on those winning trades, right? You're not creating a positive risk to reward. Nothing wrong with any combination that provides a positive expectancy. There's definitely differences and advantages and drawbacks between the two, but that's kind of what I see over a large sample size of my trading. And I like it that way. I like to think of trading to start with as a coin flip. And if you could just hold on for a 1-to-1, you would end break even in completely random market conditions. Doesn't always go that way, of course, and we have things where that is not true, where we have commissions, spreads, fees, right? All of that stuff would eat in, and you would lose money over time with a 1-to-1 and a 50% win rate. But if you think of that as a start, and you thought of completely random market conditions, and you got back to a 1-to-1 with 50%, which would just be a monkey hitting a keyboard, it makes the job a little bit more manageable. It makes the job a little bit easier. And if you go, well, if I could just find a way to structure my trades where if I'm right, maybe I can make a little bit more when I'm right than I lose when I'm wrong. And if I can maybe create a read of a market, some combination of discretion, intuition, market tools that I'm using, whatever indicators, order flow, price action, market structure, volume, whatever you want to use, that gives me something that's going to happen slightly more often than not by a very, very, very small percent, very small but measurable edge, to make money long term. But you don't have to figure out something that happens 35% of the time where you make 10 times the amount when you're right versus when you lose what you're wrong. Yeah, I think that job is harder, but it's just my opinion. So anyway, trade management, right? Win rate, risk to reward, all that fun stuff. But let's see. All the way back down into profit on this one, approaching the low, looking good. Can we do it? Can we do it? I don't know, guys. I really don't know here. Let's see it. Let's see it. Taking a look around the horn at ES and NQ. I don't trade these in correlation, but I know a lot of you guys trade them, and it can be worth noting. They are looking a lot stronger than YM here. So is YM the leader and these are lagging and they're going to continue lower? Or are these leading and YM is the lagger today and YM is going to find support down here? These are at VWAP. It's a key spot, right? ES, very, very key spot. ES seems to respect VWAP, treat it like a dynamic line in the sand, right? We hold this. You know, we can't really break down and come through, and we start to come back up to the highs. It's going to look pretty dicey. You know, it's going to look like buyers are stepping in. I'll also note, here we go. I'll also note CVD on VWAP, CVD on ES is looking really strong. That does not play for me to the downside here. But here we go. Looking pretty weak, man. Looking pretty weak here, chat. Let's see. Let's see if we can start December off with a win, man. I would love to. I'm comfortable starting out with an L. I'm confident in my trading, my approach. I'm happy to take losses if I have to. But it's always nice to build some momentum, right? Get the high five from the market. Yeah, I really don't like how positive cumulative volume delta is on ES. Again, I'm not really utilizing that. Definitely not using it in isolation. I like YM, where we are dropping off on cumulative volume delta, indicating we have a lot of sell volume stepping in. Let's see, man. Let's see if we can't take a W for everybody that hopped on today. See what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Chat, I appreciate you guys being on. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. We got a ton of people hopping on X. Let's see where we at on X. Oh my gosh. What happened on Twitter? Yo, we're almost at 9,000 live viewers concurrent on Twitter. Y'all are wild. I don't know. Maybe someone botted up my stream. I'm not sure. Maybe someone's trying to get me banned. You know, they do that sometimes. But I hope you're all real. I hope you're genuine. If you're new, man, welcome to the show. Appreciate you being here. More than happy to have you here live trading with me. 9:15 a.m. Eastern every damn day. We are trading live. 100% free. Also giving out accounts almost every day. We got one coming today. We're going to watch this trade play out. I'm going to hang with you guys now. We got initial balance getting ready to set up here. Looks like we want to push this low right before it, man. But coming into 10:30 a.m., going to see if this trade can't play to the downside. And then we're going to get somebody funded. Going to get somebody funded with an instant funded account from Top One Futures. Which, while we're yapping about it, if you want to check out Top One Futures, quick plug, Top One Futures now has Tradeovate. Tradeovate, Ninja Trader, and TradingView are now live at Top One Futures. Code RDF gonna get you the deal. Links in the chat. I got the Cyber Monday deals link. It's on there as well. 57.5% off. I was gonna say 55. 57.5% off of all Top One Futures accounts. No minimum trading days to pay out. And now on Tradeovate, Project X can kick rocks over here, man. They rug pulled everybody. They didn't really rug pull, but it is going away for all third-party prop firms. As far as I'm aware, it's going away for Top One Futures coming into February of next year. It's going to be time to get comfortable on Tradeovate and TradingView. I'm not going to be on this account in March. I will not be on a Project X account with Top One Futures. That's a fact. So if you want to check that out, links are in the chat. I'll throw it in there real quick for you guys. You want to support me, support the channel, you can go ahead and do that. Quick note, as always, I'm partnered, I'm affiliated, I'm biased because I stand to make money as a partner and affiliate, right? Important for you to know that, for me to be transparent, and for you to note that, for you to do your own research and make your own trading decisions, right? Read the disclaimers, read all that fun stuff. I think the world and the prop firm and the futures trading space, the trading space in general, would be a lot easier and cleaner cut if everybody just said that, right? You know, that was a partner and affiliate. As we're coming down towards this low, man, I'm hanging on to this one, chat. Hanging on to this one. Like I said earlier, got to hang on to my winners. What happened to my links, man? What the hell happened to my links? Crazy. Crazy, chat. Crazy. Here we go. I'll throw it in there. Twitter X, you guys are getting it. You guys are getting the code. 57.5% off. Code RDF. Damn, man. Almost at 1,000. 930 concurrent on X. Y'all are crazy. Everybody tuned in for the W today. Appreciate you guys. Here we go. Breaking the low. Putting new low of day in. New lows of the day in. Pushing the downside. ES trying to come back down through VWAP. We're not out of the water yet, guys. I love this. I love this move. I love this turn to the downside. Could we just come down here, tap this high, start to put a rangy day in and chop? Sure, absolutely. But that's not what I'm trading for. I'm trading for this move to the downside to continue. No stop loss to break even for me. That's not my play. I really don't enjoy doing that. Don't enjoy doing that. Doesn't work out for me. Actually, let me rephrase that. I enjoy doing that. I love going stop loss to break even. It feels really good to have a risk-free trade on. It doesn't pay me. It doesn't pay me well. Let's see. Nearing $1,000 in profit here. Can we continue? 10:30 a.m. right now. We are putting in the initial balance. We are breaking below it, right? On this candle right here that is opening up to the downside. I'm running the 15-minute chart really zoomed out. This is... Just to be clear, guys, this is quite a few points to the downside. We're almost 200 points in profit to the downside here on YM. I run a nice wide stop, which means I got to run a nice wide take profit. Let's see. Let's see if we want to come down here and check down towards, what would I say, the 325s, 47 325s. That's about another 75 points in profit. I'm going to be holding for that level, man. We want to come all the way through the high. We want to come all the way back up, chop around. I got to allow that to happen. Have to if I'm ever going to realize large winners, right? The downside, talk about trade management, how the trade's on. The downside of doing that is maybe there's there's $900, you know, almost 200 points on the board today that I give back because I don't take a quick profit, right? I don't take an $800 winner, a $775 winner, right? Got to hold my trades. Right? Got to have a thesis, got to have an invalidation point, an area of interest that you want the trade to move potentially to or from, and hang on to them. Now, here's where I'll say, as we're coming down through that low, we start to come all the way back through on this, all the way back up through VWAP, all the way back up through the high. It would suck to allow a winner to turn into a loser, and there's plenty of sayings that say, don't let a winner turn into a loser, right? I don't find it as simple as that. I just don't find it as clear-cut and as simple as that. It's a nice axiom. It's a nice thought. But if you never let a winner turn into a loser, I think you're going to take an enormous amount of stop-outs, enormous amount of break-even trades that would have been really nice winners. I would not like to watch that happen, but I'm not going stop loss to break even, at least yet. I'm not closing the trade out yet. And by having my stop loss, where it is, that's something that I have to accept right now. Trump can come out and say, whatever, I don't know, something positive, or Jerome Powell can make a comment, right? Anything can happen, and the market can rip to my stop loss. If I'm not comfortable with that, close the trade out, move your stop loss, right? These are these constant if-then statements that you have to have with yourself, as you're trading. If you don't, and then when it happens, inevitably when it happens, you're very frustrated. You're more likely to go on tilt. You're not pre-planning things as you're in the trade. So continuing to pre-plan this, I'd say if we continued lower, like if we got a really aggressive, like what would be an adjustment before a win on this one or a full loss? If we got a really aggressive crack lower, I didn't grab profit for some reason, whatever. I'm holding it for longer. And, later into the afternoon, or maybe even in the next, few minutes, we start to come all the way back up. We come back up through VWAP. This is turning into a, really complete big reversal day. Maybe I'm closing out before that stop loss. Maybe I'm closing out for break even. Discretion, right? I am a discretionary trader. I apply discretion to my trade management. I don't have a fixed take profit. I don't have a go stop loss to break even at 50 points in profit every time, scale in, scale out. That's just not how I trade. So anyway, try to articulate what the hell I'm doing here for you guys so you can, understand and watch it play out. Nice knife to the downside, man. Let's go, YM. Do your thing. Do your thing, YM. Here's what I'm looking at, guys. 325s. Why 325s, right? That's the high end of this. It's the high end of this area of high volume, really, where we just start to tick up here. It's also what I'd say is a decent level of structure and price action here looking left. I see this area as a high from pre-market from the 26th. I see it from market open where we retested down here. I think we could potentially start to run into some support. We could absolutely sell off. We could sell off all the way down through this low here. We can come all the way down lower, but I don't need to grab that much profit on it. But I am going to look to make this a nice positive R trade, holding past $1,000 in profit. Live here with you guys. Now, this thing comes all the way back up through VWAP here after moving over 200 points to the downside. I'd probably be cautious if it gave me a chance. I'd probably be cautious of this thing going all the way back up, right? For now, I'm not doing anything, but if we started to turn super aggressively here, I don't know that I would want to let it come all the way back. As of right now, I would, but just kind of framing that out. Just kind of framing that out. How do we enter the giveaway? Giveaway here in a little bit. Form is going to drop. And we'll run a 100% free giveaway here. Nice. I like Rhythmic because I like Quant Tower. Nice. Nice. I think X is glitching, showing 900. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't think the view count is glitching. I just don't know if I have that many people actually on stream or not. I know what you're talking about there on the bottom. Let's see. I don't know. It's crazy though. Absolutely crazy. Listen, if you're on the live stream on X, I appreciate you being on. Welcome to the show, man. If it's a bunch of bots and somebody botted up my stream or did something crazy, I don't appreciate that, but we'll see. Nah, we've got a handful of comments. I usually get no comments. I see we got like a half a dozen retweets. Got some likes rolling in, so we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, popping back up after selling off a little bit here, guys. I'm holding on, like I said. I want to see an extension on this. We could absolutely come all the way back through. It could just be the choppy back and forth movement. I'm looking for the low end of this, right? The low end of this move here. 325s. That was my earliest I'd like to allow myself to take profit. For now, comfortable. If it has to come all the way back, has to come all the way back on me, it has to come all the way back, right? That's the double-edged sword of holding on to your trades for a larger profit. Never going to catch the big dump if you close out on the way down, right? That's part of it. Part of it, right? Let's see what this Marcus got for me today, chat. Let's see. Don't know if we're going to continue this dump right now. We might form some structure, right? We might get some nice pullbacks, maybe some slower movement to the downside. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. Usually we don't just move in one direction, right, all day. We get those breaks and retests. We get that nice pullback movement. Let's see, man. I'd like that one more dip down to give me a W on this one. Doesn't have to do it, though. Doesn't have to do it. I'm happy with the trade, whether it ends up being a win or a loss, right? Like I said, as it was moving against me, happy with my entry, happy with my trade. If it has to be an L, it has to be an L. You know, I feel the same as we move into profit, as we dance around. We go profit, we go back, we go into, you know, draw down and then back into profit. I just try to stay level-headed, right? I let the market play out. Give me the information, whatever information that I'm reading, and make the best decision that I possibly can. And recognize that on the short term, very, very, you know, short time frame intraday movements, very random, very dicey, very back and forth, right? It's really hard to know exactly what's going to happen next on any individual movement. Maybe a little bit higher time frame, a little bit larger of a sample size can get a little bit easier to tell, maybe. At least that's what my data shows me. But we will see. Let's see. We talked about the giveaway. Yeah, giveaway coming up a little bit. TP, I think small chips have been either way. If you're trying to get paid, especially when you have 10 days, buy put extreme heat and lose money. I think. Yeah, sure. Pass by 25K Christmas. I'm gonna pay. Let's go. Post a comment on X. Nice. Blew the account I won. Made a stupid math error and took a bigger W than consistency required. Had too big of winning days. I hear that. Top one payout on elite pushes the gambler trader because you need to have 10 winning days. Way better on the psychology if you require 10 times the number of days. Because I like Quant Tower. I don't know what we're looking at. Caleb on top one elite. Is there a minimum trading days? Have not looked at the elite challenge accounts in a long time. I don't know if they have a minimum trading days to pay out. I'm way more focused. I'm really only focused on the instant funded stuff. The straight to sim funded pro, the ignite, or the instant funded, which all have no minimum trading days to pay out. The straight to sim funded pro does technically have a minimum trading days to pay out because it has a minimum profitable days to pay out. So that one is tougher in a lot of respects. But instant sim funded, the ignite, you got a consistency rule you got to deal with. That also works as a minimum trading days, right? You can't make all of your profit on day one and then just request a payout. Doesn't work like that. But yeah, I would say that kind of takes the gambling out of it. Unfortunately, for better or for worse, you have to be consistent. So But on this one here, just to be clear, guys, this is a live account. This is a top one futures, technically a 15K pre-live account, what they call their first step into a live account. So I don't have a consistency rule on this. I don't have a minimum trading days to pay out. I have daily withdrawals. You get a bunch of benefits. There's also drawbacks like contract sizing. You can't hit the reset button, leverage, right? These types of things are drawbacks with prop firm live accounts. But benefits are I could hold this trade all day. I could hold for, a $10,000 winner if that happened to present itself, and then request that and put $8,000 in my bank account because there is an 80-20 profit split on their live account. So let's see, guys. Came all the way down, broke the low. We got buyers stepping in here for sure. We are really not liking this continuation just yet. There looks like there is volume behind this. I don't love how harshly we're turning right here. I will say all the way up to this point, on a continuation of the downside, this looked beautiful, right? We are pushing the downside. We got our initial balance low, which is technically broken, right? It was broken right here. If we just crack it and come right back in, that's not going to make the case, but we are following the initial balance stats so far, which are the side that is formed second is more likely to break first. We've already done that. Now that this is in play and we've broken out to one side, we know that only less than 30% of the time, less than 30% of the days do we come back up and break this high right here. That's the initial balance stat. Is today going to be one of those days, right, where we break both sides? Maybe. But we've already followed that first one, which I like. We've broken out to the downside, which I like. We've got this nice daily candle attempting to form, which I like. I'm going to hang on to this one, man. I'm going to hang on to it. I don't need it to be a massive winner. Like I said, right down in here. 325s. That's what I was holding for. Nothing insane, right? Not 2, 3, 4 R. Nothing crazy. But I'm not going to take a quick profit on this one. Or even just a 1R profit, right? I'm holding past a 1R on this one, which not always necessary, right? You don't always need to do that, especially if you have a nice positive win rate. But I got a thesis on this one that I would like to see through. And I won't be too happy if I take my profit here and I watch us come all the way down to the 325s, right? Where does this come from, right? Why do I hold for longer? Why would I allow this to come back? My data, right? My data shows me on my trades that the vast majority, right, as in almost all, continue in profit after I close out. What does that tell me? I'm closing out my winners too early. I'm taking profit too quickly, right? What is the adjustment that I need to make? Hold my winners longer, attempt to realize more profit on my winning trades. What is the downside of doing that? I will have trades, maybe like today, that move into profit pretty nicely and then come all the way back on me. There is no single-edged sword where it's just a positive upside, right? There is a double-edged sword, right? There's a downside to every type of adjustment and movement and difference in trading. That's just the nature of the game. So I try to trust my data. I try to adjust to it. I'm not as fast as I would like to be, but one for sure that screams at me day in and day out, as does so many of us, is hold my winning trades longer. Hold my winning trades longer. Let them come back on me if I have to come back on me. Stop clipping for a half an R, a 0.75 of an R. Try to hang on to those winners. Let them play out. But while we were hanging out on here, watching this trade, maybe come back. We'll see. I hate this. I really got to say, guys, I hate ES and NQ trying to make the case to move back through VWAP. They are both back above. Again, I don't trade these in correlation. I do run ES bookmap over here on the left-hand side because as I came off of ES, I was primarily just paying attention to ES bookmap. I was using ES cumulative volume delta, CVD, quite a bit. I don't like a growing cumulative volume delta for a short play at all. I like it to be falling out of the ground and be negative 10,000. So, this is making the case that, if you were going to use cumulative volume delta in your trading, let's see if it plays out today or not. If you're going to use cumulative volume delta, for the most part, most people would read this as, well, we have buyers that have continued to outweigh sellers by way of volume. As we've climbed back up, we had a positive CVD even as we were dropping off. This is showing that sellers might not be there in enough numbers to continue this thing lower. We may be ready for that reversal back up and a continuation to the upside. Again, not the only thing that I pay attention to, something that's way, way down on the list, especially now that I'm here trading YM, but something to note, right? Like, I always will try to note stuff that I think can be helpful for traders that are trading it. So let's see what the market's got for me. Let's see. Did you drop the form, boss? I can't see it. No form yet. We got a giveaway coming up soon, guys. Don't worry. Let me get it ready for you, though. We got a ton of people on here, man. I don't know if I'm botted up on X or not, but I got 1.2 thousand showing, 1,200 people live on X, at least showing on the live stream. I can't tell. I've had a couple of days where X just blew up. It's kind of just that weird thing that happens with social media. Sometimes you get really big numbers on stuff. Sometimes you don't. Crazy to see. If you're on here, welcome to the show. If it's a bunch of bots, then it ain't really going to help out with anything. If you're on here on YouTube, we got a bunch of people on YouTube and Kick as well. If you're on here on YouTube on Kick, what's up, man? Appreciate you being here. We're going to do a giveaway. That's what the gentleman in chat is asking about. We're going to run a giveaway, guys. They're random days, random times on here. You don't have to ask me 1,000 times about the giveaway. But I will tell you one change that I'm about to make for the giveaways, man. I've been really lenient. I've run them on all of the streams. I just throw the form in. It's a Google form. No purchase necessary. You fill it out. You got a chance to win a instant funded account with Top 1 Futures. I've done it that way for a while, and I'm getting a ton of people that are spamming the form. Not a ton of people, actually. Repeat offenders that are spamming the form. It makes it really difficult to manage. So if that continues to happen, I'm just going to put the form in Discord. So you're going to have to be in Discord. This way, if you spam the form, I can identify it, and I can kick your ass out. I'm going to watch what happens today. You guys can decide based on how you respond to this whether or not we're going to be running these in Discord, but still going to be free. Still going to have to be on the live stream to get it, right? To have a chance to win. But I might run them in. I might run them in Discord if you want. Real quick, just in case we start doing that, here is the link to the 100% free trading community. I'd be more than happy to have you guys in here. There it is. Here it is on Kick as well. What's up, Relaxing Zen? What's going on? Get off X, come back over to Kick, everyone. Yeah, he says that. There's the 100% free trading community if you want to hop on there. X, I'm going to give it to you guys as well. I'm going to give you guys the... that's the feedback. I'll give you guys the Discord. Just in case, man. I try to make it easy for everybody. I like to be non-discriminatory with platforms and forums and just whatever. Free means free. You want to hop on and hang out and get a chance to win. I try to make it easy for everybody. Yeah, what's up, Wolf? I see you on the X chat. But here's the 100% free community. If we keep getting people that spam the form 1,000 times over, I'll run it in there. It's on the it's commented on the X stream as well, which has a ton of people on here, man. Crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys botted me up, but if I get banned from X or something, or I get some warning, I'm gonna know that it was BS. But nothing I can do about that. Discord link is right there. It's a Whoop link. Goes through Whoop, WAP, however you say that. I don't charge for anything in there. Free 99, no course, no VIP, no mentorship, no secret thing where I manage your crypto for a 9 zillion% return for the year. None of that fun stuff. Guys, we are not coming through this low any further, man. Finding buyers down here. I don't like this at all. I really don't like this at all. Would have loved to see this continue to the downside here, man. You know, we are continuing now to find buyers. We got volume behind this. This could be a gnarly reversal incoming. I hate what I'm seeing here on ES. Like I said here, with this CVD being a problem all morning, I really don't like what we're looking at here, guys. I got to be honest. I'm not closing out for a partial win. I'm going to make a decision if we come all the way back through entry, but I don't like this for continuation in the downside, man. We got buyers ripping this thing back up. Super gnarly looking. I don't like this at all. Could be the retest of VWAP. Could be the retest of that area of high volume. Prior day's volume point of control. Retest of some pre-market lows. But I just do not like the look of this at all. Really don't like the look of this. Gotta say that. Gotta say, I don't like the look of this at all. After showing me $1,000 in profit. Frustrating to watch. Really frustrating to watch. But like I said, man, part of holding my winners. Part of holding my winners for larger winners. All right. Majority of trading data that I have for me personally on YM shows that had I've closed out for that $1,000, most days go and run. They show me $1,500, $2,000, and I have to continue to review why I'm closing out my winning trades early. Not today, though. At least not yet. Not today. All the way back up into this area of high volume. On quite a bit of volume here. I do not like the way that this looks. Don't like the way that this looks at all. Frustrating stuff. Anyway, gonna get ready to drop the form, guys. Go ahead, smash the like button. We're gonna run a giveaway form as we're watching this trade. Was hoping to let it play out to be a nice winner with you guys. Be able to take a W, run a giveaway. Now it looks like I'm either gonna be in it for a while or closing out back at break even, man. I don't think I'm going to go for it. I think I would allow this to come all the way back on me. My data for break-even trades, again, just trusting my personal data, right? Trusting the numbers is abysmal. The amount of trades that come back to break-even after being in profit that I close for break-even, the number that continues to my stop loss is tiny compared to the number that goes back into profit. They're there where they go all the way back to stop loss. But they're much less frequent than the ones that stop me out and then continue. But I gotta say on this one, guys, I effing hate this. I hate this structure that we formed. But I think I'm gonna make the hard decision, the least comfortable one, the one that I like making least, and just not touch it. Right? It always feels better when it's coming back on you to just get out. To just close the thing, to just take a little bit of profit, to call it a winning trade, to say, oh, look, we took another winning day on the live stream, 100% win rate. It's unfortunately not what gets me paid, man. Holding this bad boy all the way back on me is the one that's going to get me paid in the long run. Maybe not on this trade, but in the long run. So I think I'm going to have to hang on to this. Going to be tough, though. Going to be a tough call. Anyway, let's get ready to drop the form, man. That's enough trade management. We'll watch the thing. We'll watch it play out. Maybe it turns into this crazy back and forth day. We come all the way back up. Breakout, fake out to the upside, fake out to the downside. Back to VWAP here. I want to see this be the break and retest and continuation of the downside. But we start coming back through this high. It's just going to be the painful L, man. Really painful L. All right. Let's see. Do you consider runners for scaling into winning trade? No. I'm in with one contract here, so there's no There's no scaling in or out. Drop the form in Discord. Only post it for 5 minutes max. Yeah, guys, we're going to do this form for like 5 minutes. We're going to do this form for 5 minutes. Form's coming in a couple minutes, guys. Smash the like button. Run the likes up. We'll get it running. Oh, okay. Now I understand. You're not allowed gambling with these accounts like other firms because the rules are so easy and require days. Got you. Top one is finding real traders. Yeah. It's going to require some consistent trading, guys. Going to require some consistent trading for sure. For sure. Put trading in easy mode by switching to micros. I caught longs and shorts today because I was not scared of the risk. We'll post trade breakdown. Very nice. Pop is also due to news. What do you got? What do you got for news, Andrew? Coming right back through this high on news. Could absolutely see it. Keep in mind, you can't have 60% win rate without having 40% losses. Absolutely. Is this firm available in Pakistan? I don't know. I don't know, brother. If you hop on the site, which I will link for you guys right here. If you want to check this out, from the frequently asked questions, you could find what countries are banned. But let's go ahead and run the giveaway as I watch a winning trade come all the way back on me. I gotta say, man, CVD told a story here on ES. Told a story that I really didn't want to listen to. Case to be made for cumulative volume delta on ES, given the early heads up, but not all I utilize. Not much of what I utilize here on YM at all. Just not wanting to move to this area of volume, man. Not really not wanting to continue all the way down to these 325s was the high end of what I would consider taking profit on this. Looking for this consolidation from the 26th. This temporary volume point of control, right? Forming a nice bearish day. Could still do that, right? Day's still young, 11 a.m. I don't like this at all. I don't like a sweep of the lows a couple times and then a pull all the way back up through VWAP on volume. I just don't like that at all. Not enough to close out, not enough to go stop loss to break even. I'm going to hang on to this bad boy, but unless we, find sellers up here, we can dance around, we can come up here, we can do whatever we're going to do. But unless we find sellers in here, right, and we don't come through this again, unless we find sellers and come back down to the low, which would look beautiful, this could start to look ugly really quickly. We get back above my entry, we start to climb. This is going to look like trash. It's going to look like a reversal for a big continuation of the upside. Part of it, man. Part of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and run the giveaway form. This is going to be for an instant funded Ignite 50K account with Top 1 Futures. Link is in the chat. Boom. There it is on. There it is on feedback. There it is on Kick on YouTube. Let me do this. There we go. I'm going to pin it for you guys. Let's go ahead and pin it. I'm going to give it to you guys on X as well. 5 minutes. 11:05. You have 5 minutes to get this form filled out. We are not playing around on this one, guys. We're not playing around on this one. Get this form filled out. I'm going to try to prevent the scammers and spammers from getting in too quick on this one. Like I said, if it continues to happen, we'll just drop it in Discord. But this is going to be for an instant funded account from Top 1 Futures. Do me a favor. Don't fill it out more than one time. Don't spam the form. Don't reduce the opportunity for everybody else and make us run these in Discord. Let's have fun here. There is the giveaway form on X as well. No purchase necessary. You guys get it filled out. You'll get a chance to win. We're going to run a duck race here today. Duck race is just a random name picker. But 5 minutes, guys. 11:05. You have till 11:05 to get this filled out. We were asking some other questions. Let's see. You guys were asking some other questions. Yeah, harder rules. Talked about that. True story. I hate if winner turns into a loser. Worse than just lose. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why so many, that's why we're so quick to take profits, right? That's why we're so quick to take profits. It's anytime I post recaps, right? I post trade recaps, and I get the comments, right? Everybody likes to share their input, or maybe they just are the hindsight traders, right? But there's a lot of axioms, right? But they can contradict themselves. Never let a winner turn into a loser, right? Or hold your winners, right? Or trust your stop loss, right? These all contradict, each other. Don't go break even too quickly, right? It's always easy to say on each individual trade in hindsight what would have worked best, right? All that we can do, I think, as traders, or at least what's helped me, what's helped me is to review large sample sizes, right? Let me look at my last 20 trades, 30 trades. Where did I enter? Where was my stop loss and take profit? What did I do? And then what happened after, right? If you find, hey, price often moves a little bit in profit and then comes all the way back on me, maybe you got to close your trades quicker. If you find what I and a lot of other traders, I think, find in general, hey, I'm closing my winning trades too early. I take a nice trade. I have a stop loss. I have a take profit. It moves in profit, and then I close it. Or it moves in profit like what happened to me, and then it starts to come back on you, right? And then I close it. And I end up closing everything around break even or for $100. And then when it moves against me, I don't do anything. I hold them all the way to the stop loss, and I take a full loss, right? What do you have to do for that? Adjust. Hold those winners longer. But recognize that not every trade is going to be the larger winner, right? The longer you hold, the larger R multiple, the more losing trades you're going to take, right? The more ones that are going to move in profit and come back on you, right? You're leaving that door open. There's a balance, I think, over a large sample size of what would be potentially working best for you over a decent sample size. But recognize the downsides of any adjustment that you make there. But I think that's really all we could do for trade management. Review your data, right? Based on your entry, your style of trading, what's happening after you get in, what's happening, as you take your trades, and try to cater to that, try to adjust to that. For me, it's holding my winning trades longer. It's hanging on for those larger movements, and unfortunately realizing winners that come back to be losses. Stuff that moves really, really nice in profit and then just does not extend, does not give me the win. In the pursuit of those larger profits. That's it. So anyway, guys, we have 5 minutes on the clock. We got a bunch of people filling it out. Let's go. I'm going to give you 60 more seconds. Get this form filled out. It's live in the chat. Go ahead, get it filled out, and we're going to run the duck race. We have 5 minutes left. I filled out the top link. What is the second link? No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, guys. It's the exact same link. Look at the link. It's the same form. Sorry, I put it in there twice because I wanted to pin one. Is Top on Futures allowing more than 3 instants now? Yeah, you could trade up to 5 instant funded accounts for the 25K, the 50K, and I think the 100K. I think you could only still trade 3 of the... Let's go to the tape. Yeah, no, you can trade 5 of the 25K and the 50K. You could only trade 3 of the 100 and the 150K accounts with Top One. Quack, quack. Hi, what's up? Can someone enter twice? No entering twice. 5 minutes are up. You guys are right. Last chance, guys. Last chance. Get it filled out. Giveaway form is getting closed right now. We are done. The ducks are getting loaded up. The ducks are getting loaded up, and people spam the form. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do for tomorrow. Excuse me. Here's what we're going to do. Everybody listen up. Everybody listen up. Because I'm gonna have to adjust this one. In the chat right now. In the chat, you have the 100% free Discord. Tomorrow, the form will be in the Discord. It's not going in the live chat. Join the Discord if you want access to this form for tomorrow. I can't find a way to police it through YouTube. I unfortunately can't find a way to police it across all the socials the way I throw the form everywhere. On X, if you're on X, it's commented. It's in the live chat. Go ahead, fill it out. What's up, guys? We got a ton of people on X. Insane. 1,300 people on X. Welcome to the show. I run giveaways almost every day on these live streams, guys. I'm getting spammers and scammers that are continuing to fill the form out 1,000 times. It's going in Discord because at least I can ban you from my Discord. I can see who's who in Discord, and I can keep you out from doing it. I have one person, which is actually just insane. It's the same person that uses the same emails and the same names. It's such a dead giveaway. And again, if you win by spamming the form multiple times, it comes straight to your email, and there's a step in there that is going to not only make sure you don't win the account, but get you banned from trading at the prop firm that you're going to win the account from. It's not a smart thing to do, but I get it, man. People are in different parts of their life and the world, and they're trying to make an opportunity for themselves. I've done dumb stuff, so I ain't gonna fault you. I'm just gonna make sure that you don't get a chance to win. All right, let me just clear a couple of these out that I could see are the scammer. And I hope you step on a Lego barefoot. That's my saying. All right. I think we're pretty good. I think I got most of them out. Yeah, if you win, you're not going to win anyway. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Got a lot of people on this one today. A lot of people in 5 minutes. I will say that. I will say that. Just under 100. Just under 100. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. Just trying to make sure everybody's name is in here. Yeah, we're good to go. Some of you put NA. Why did you do that? Let's do this. All right, guys. Here we go. Almost. Yeah, this is why I can't do it. Discord for the forums going forward, guys. Again, I'm going to let you know, and you still got to be on the live stream to get it. This is going to be the deal, but the forum's actually going to go in Discord. Can't be wasting everybody's time like this, man. Mad annoying. All right. We got the ducks loaded up. What is YM doing real quick? It's going to figure out what it wants to do. Maybe we come back down through the low. We'll find out. Someone tells me if YM starts to dump. All right, guys. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock today. Welcome to the show. The link never works for me. I think you're on your own. Can't find the Discord link. Yeah, guys. So it's a whoop link. Just real quick before we run this. It's a whoop link, and if you can't get in through WAP or whoop, however you say that, because you are in a country that's prohibited or something, do this. Hit me up on any social, IG, X, wherever, or shoot me an email at support@realdealfutures.com, and I will get you a link. I will send you a link directly that you can hop in, not through WAP. I do that to keep scammers out, to collect an email, to prevent the same people from joining over and over again with an open Discord link, because it gets just as bad as these live chats, unfortunately. But if you're in one of those spots you can't get in, I'm happy to get you in, man. Again, free means free. All right, let's run it. People are just a bunch. Yeah, unfortunately, man. Again, I get it. Stepping on Legos are the worst. Yeah. Again, Discord link, guys. It's in the chat 47 times. Why? It's like already 100% free trading Discord. Here it is. Bam. It's a WAP link, however the hell you pronounce that. If you can't get in through there, shoot me an email. Hit me on DM somewhere. I'll help you out. The Ducks are off. Good luck, everybody. This is for a 50K Ignite instant funded account from Top 1 Futures. No challenge, no activation fee, no time limit to pass. Straight into a funded account with Top 1. If you want to check out Top 1, I'm going to throw that link in the YouTube and Kick chat again. One more time for you guys. Jess, what's up? Trade. Nice. There it is again. If you want to check out Top 1 Futures real quick while the race is going on, they launched Trade of 8. 57.5% off is still live for Cyber Monday. Feel free to check it out. Code RDF if you want to support your boys, support the stream, support yourself with the best deal. Better than anywhere else. Or equal to, if not better. Feel free to check it out. If not, I hope you win an account. I hope you hang out here. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to enter with a code or anything like that for these giveaways. We like to have fun here, man. Free 99. Maybe that's why we have 1,300 people showing on the X Live. That's crazy, man. I don't know who would pay to put bots on my stream unless you were trying to get me banned or something, but I don't know. There's a bunch of retweets also. There's a bunch of likes and stuff. I usually don't get any of that. Bunch of people that have been chatting, so welcome, man. If you're on X, just so you know, I stream on YouTube, YouTube and Kick as well. You can feel free to hop over. If you're listening, AI, X bots, I'm not trying to take anybody from your platform. You can stay on X. X is cool. YouTube is cool also. Kick is cool also. Try to play by the rules here. Let's see, 45 seconds to go. I'll try to wait till about 20 seconds before I start announcing this. I got a judge duck. I missed it. Why is my duck so simple? Jumped the gun on Thursday. I got you. Omega. Let's do it, baby. All right, let's see. 25 seconds to go. Cashier, Go Run CH, FP, Jester, Sebastian, the Daily Tail, Starboy, Mark 4-Footed, BT Art, Daniel down on the bottom, Macro Time, Joey Adams in there, Nightwalker in there, Streamer Hub coming from behind, Go Run CH holding very strong, Daily Tail in second, Adam Daz in third. Oh no, we got stop losses getting hit. We got liquidity getting run. Rezeal coming out of nowhere, the number 49 Duck. Wait a minute, this was the dude who called something out that asked a really good question. I think they talked about news. Railsy? I don't know, guys. I have no idea how to pronounce your names, and I am genuinely sorry. I apologize that I butcher everybody. But guess what? A scammer did not win. We have somebody who is in the chat almost every day. We got a Discord OG. What's up? What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. You are the winner of a 50K Ignite instant funded account from Top 1 Futures. W's in the chat for my boy, the very aerodynamic, naked number 49 Duck. Rode this one out. Very nice. There he is. He's in chat. Very nice. Very nice. These will come directly to your email. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to fill anything else out. They come directly to your email after you win from Top 1 Futures. It's going to be a Trade of 8 account. Unless you want a Project X account, you can let me know. Actually, I can send you either one. Riley's. I don't want to open this up for problems later. But again, remember, guys, tomorrow, trying to give everybody the heads up. I try to be nice about it. Tomorrow, guys, the form for tomorrow, early heads up, is going to be in Discord. And I know a lot of you are going to go, where's the form? Where's the form? Where's the form? There's the Discord. You can hop in ahead of time. You can hop in today. If you can't get in, shoot me an email to support at Real Deal Futures or a DM on any social, and I'll make sure I get you in. Also, we have a X giveaway that's going to be ending today. I do giveaways nonstop, guys. We're giving out hella accounts. Hang on one second. I'm going to link this for you. X, if you're on X, you guys should be able to see it. I'm giving out 5 50K accounts on X. You guys can, no purchase necessary also. You guys can hop in this just to give it to you all if you want. Bam. There it is on X. Here it is in YouTube. Here it is in Kick. Giving out 5 50K accounts. All you got to do is the little BS on X, likes, retweets, you know, whatever the whole thing. No purchase necessary. You guys want to check it out? There it is. You got all the sauce. Crazy that we got so many people streaming on X. Welcome, man. I appreciate you being here. I'm here live every morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. If it's your first time, I'm happy to have you here. Thanks for being here. Hanging out in this trade just to talk about this before we get ready to wrap it up. Sorry for the background Discord noise. Retest of VWAP and trying to come lower. Again, guys, I really don't like the way this structure is formed. I've already talked about not moving my stop loss, not closing my trade early. I haven't done any of that. I'm going to maintain that. I'm not going to close out early. I'm going to hold for the continuation. I'm looking to the downside towards the 300s, 47,300s. I think at the earliest, right into the 325s, I said is where I would like to be taking this. Why? Price action market structure. If I look left down below this low, next area is going to be down here. You can even see it coming all the way back here, how that level's come into play, right? Tested multiple times as highs and lows. That's targets to the downside. I could even see holding this thing longer if we do dance around up here for a while and then come through the low. We come back up on this. It depends on what it looks like. Really depends on what it looks like if I clip it for a break even or I clip it for a small win or a small loss. But I'd prefer to be holding my trades. I'm waiting patiently to put my trades on. If you guys have been watching over the last couple weeks, waiting patiently to put them on. I want to put them on with full risk, and I want to either take a full win or a full stop out, right? Or, you know, something that's a larger stop out or a larger win than just these small couple $100 back and forth. Anyway, guys, that's my play for today. Short from 47,590. Stop at 47,787. Looking for the 47,300, low 300s, let's say. 47,000, low 300s into the 200s, 250s. We'll see. We'll see if we get that. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Quick disclaimer while we are on here. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Make sure you do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is. Even if funded prop firm accounts. And, important, the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures that we're talking about today, Bookmap, code RDF, Edgeful, and others. Always, guys, do your own research. Make your own decisions. Grain of salt, everything you hear from me and anyone else across any social media or anywhere in life. Make your own decisions. Appreciate you guys being here. Trade well the rest of the day. I'll be letting you know how this one plays out in Discord. You got a pretty good idea of how it's going to play out for me. But we'll see if we can't catch the W to start off December right. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of the day.